Hi, I'm Juliana, and today in the kitchen we're baking up some deliciously different orange date muffins with a decadent caramelized coconut topping. It's a super easy recipe and it's versatile too. You can make a dozen muffins and just have them for everyday kind of muffins, or you can double the topping and make those little baby muffins and take them to your next book club or high tea party. So let's get started. We're going to need 1.5 cups of chopped dates. And put them in a small bowl and sprinkle them with 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda. And then you want to pour 1 1/8 cups of boiling water over them. And then just mix it a little bit to break up some of the dates, and we'll set this aside. And then our last bit of scullery duty is to zest and juice some orange. You'll either need 1 large navel orange or a couple of small regular size oranges, because we need 2 tablespoons of orange zest and 3/4 cup of fresh squeezed orange juice. If you don't quite get 3/4 cup of juice from juicing your oranges that you zested, you can add a little bit of the pulp to top it up, or a little bit of water or apple juice. We're also going to need 6 tablespoons of melted butter and 2 room temperature eggs. And this is my favorite hack to get that done. Just put them in a glass of warm water while you're prepping everything, and they'll be perfect by the time we're ready to mix everything. Now would be a good time to preheat our oven to 425 because we want it good and hot when we put those muffins in. Next, we want to get our muffin tins ready, and it's better to use a paper liner for this type of muffin, so you can just use a standard paper liner, or you can see I'm using these fun bakery wraps, which if you want to know how to make them easy peasy in your kitchen, I'll put a link in the comments for you. All right, it's time to put this all together. So in a large mixing bowl, you want to have 1 cup of sugar, and we're going to add that orange zest. So it's 2 tablespoons of orange zest. And to get the orange flavor to diffuse really well throughout the muffins, you want to rub the zest into the sugar. And you can do it with a spatula or wooden spoon. But the easiest way to diffuse the oils in the orange zest throughout the sugar, so that you get this lovely orange flavor in your muffins, is actually to rub it into the sugar with your hands. So of course you want clean hands, but look at how beautiful an orange color the sugar is already. Once the orange zest is all diffused throughout the sugar, you want to add your butter to that mixture. And that was 6 tablespoons of melted butter. And stir that in. Now let's add our eggs. So that's 2 eggs, 2 room temperature eggs. And I like to give everything a quick mix before I add the next ingredient. And that would be 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 1 tablespoon of baking powder. And we'll mix that in before we add the next ingredient. And that would be our 3/4 cup of orange juice. And then you want to add your chopped date mixture. Now we've got all our wet ingredients in here. The last thing we need to add is 2 5/8 cups of sifted flour. And we want to add 1/2 at a time. You want to mix it as little as possible, just enough for the flour to be absorbed into the wet. Let's add the last of that flour. One of the secrets to getting nice fluffy muffins is to not over mix your batter. So I think I'm even going to switch to my spatula right now, because it's easier to just fold the batter gently like this. That kind of helps avoid over mixing it. You go to the bottom of the bowl and up and around, up and around. That's how you fold batter. If you're enjoying this recipe, I invite you to subscribe, because there's lots more marvelous muffins coming down the pipe. And now we just want to fill our tins. If you happen to have one of those ice cream scoops that separates the ice cream fast, that is actually perfect for doing this. As you can see, I don't have one of those. And a spoon and a spatula does the trick nicely too. Just takes a little bit more concentration. But if I can do it, I know anybody can do it. And now we just want to pop them in the oven. One of the secrets to get your muffins to get that nice dome on them is to go up fast for a few minutes. So 425 for 5 minutes, and then we're going to turn it down to 400 and continue baking for 15 to 20 minutes till a toothpick comes out clean. Now let's get making that caramelized coconut topping. I'm making enough topping for 12 muffins. If you're going to make the baby muffins, then you might want to double this part, and I will have all the ingredients for these recipes listed for you in the description below. In a saucepan over medium heat, you want to melt 6 tablespoons of butter. And to that you will add 9 tablespoons of brown sugar. And for simple math, that's a half a cup plus a tablespoon. And then 3.5 tablespoons of cream. You can use whipping cream or coffee cream. Stir it until it's well blended, and then you want to add 1 cup of shredded coconut, preferably unsweetened. You want to bring that to a boil and then just continue simmering it for about 2 minutes. Our muffins are ready, and this is how you tell. You do the famous toothpick test. You insert a toothpick and it comes out clean, or maybe a teeniest little bit of crumb on there is okay. That is how you know your muffins are done. And our topping is ready, so now all we need to do is set our oven to broil. You want it on low broil. And then top each muffin with a spoonful of the caramelized coconut mixture. I find it easiest to use a small spoon to spread it around, and it doesn't have to be as perfect as icing cupcakes. And then we want to pop them back in the oven, and it only takes about 2 to 3 minutes, maybe less. Keep an eye on it. You might even want to turn them halfway through just so they brown nice and evenly. And as soon as they're all nicely golden brown, you want to take them out and let them cool. I don't know if you guys can see this on screen, but look at these muffins. I highly recommend using bakery wraps because they rose almost halfway out of the tins, and that golden topping just looks amazing. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me in the kitchen today. I hope you try these recipes because I promise they are delicious, and I'll see you on the next video. Have a great day.